When I was younger, my dad would tell me to be careful about what I learned and discovered because I might not enjoy it the same. So if you were to play the piano or learn how to play the piano, you would realize when somebody's making a mistake and you might not enjoy it the same. And, well, I know for a fact that a lot of us have stopped to admire nature, whether on a hike, to take a photo once you reach the top, or to look up at the sky or smell a flower or take a photo of it. I too was always amazed by nature. But not long ago, I started looking and learning into how the earth systems work. And I loved it so that I dropped my first passion of fine art to go pursue a degree in earth science. And today I would like to tell you about the transformative journey that nature has taken me through by one, telling you how I used to view things then and now after taking a couple classes, two, the heartbreak that it revealed to me, and three, the lessons I've learned and continue to learn. So, for starters, where I used to view a nice view like the one behind me, I now see an ecosystem hard at work to keep making it look the way that it does. Where I once saw a mountain, now I see layers of compacted sediment keeping our history intact. And where I once saw a dead tree, I now see decomposers hard at work breaking down the tree into particles that can get reused into the earth because nature naturally recycles everything. But with all this knowledge came heartbreak. And, well, I know, or so I hope that we all are aware of climate change and the environmental crisis we're in. But once you learn about how everything works, the weight of the situation weighs heavier on you. Because even in our best efforts, it costs us something. Like, take solar panels, for instance. Sounds like a good idea, but when you reach the end of the life of that panel, we still don't know how to dispose of it properly. It doesn't get recycled, it just goes to a landfill. And to even make room for all of these solar farms, oftentimes they have to remove desert tortoises out of their burrows. They'll throw them in the back of a truck and take them elsewhere, displacing them, and oftentimes they don't survive. But hey, we've got solar farms now, right? And our wind turbines kill off a lot of large endangered birds, not small ones, but the large ones that are already endangered. And if you take the soles on your shoes, for instance, or the latex used for your latex gloves to keep you safe from this crisis or corona, those come from rubber trees called Ficus elastica. And if you remember the Amazon fires from last year, they were caused by bad farming practices called slash and burn. And that's what a lot of this requires in order to get your elastic farmers slash and burn property or land to bring nutrients to that soil and plant everything, which is detrimental in the long run to the land and even to us, honestly. But the list can go on. The lessons that I've learned and continue to be taught are, despite the deep-rooted sadness that all of this new information brings, it has shown me that nature will prevail. Take my favorite flower, for instance. It's called a woolly blue curl. Those flowers germinate from the ashes of the sage, the natural sage growing in these Californian mountains. So even when we have our wild fires, flowers regrow from that. And it has taught me that everything comes at a cost, and not just a monetary cost, but it comes at a cost to the farmers being underpaid to harvest these resources, and it comes at a cost to the land that is getting abused for the resource. And it has also taught me peace and balance. Whenever I'm stressed, anxious, or sad, I just look outside and I find that there is stillness. That my current situation might be chaotic, but I'm reminded that it's momentary and it's truly really only relevant to a couple of people because everything around you is still quiet and still and going on. So I know that climate change has annoyed many people, but if you observe nature, you'll be convinced of the importance of preserving it. My soul hurts to see what we are doing and continue to do to this planet. But nature has taught me to think clear-minded even when everything around me is on fire. I take in my surroundings and I appreciate every leaf and every droplet of water suspended in the air to create our clouds. So if anything, I've learned that ignorance is not bliss. Mindfulness is. I just want to add that I was here recording yesterday at 103-degree weather. Today it's not as hot, but this stream I'm standing in was dry. Today, there's water. Wow. I really want to hope that was a fly. I don't know what I want to hope that was.